We are really worried about the way the process of COP are going, especially because it came towards what we call the commoditization of life, when we see the so-called green or blue economy, which not is more than to put price not only on the physical part of the planet, but also in the fluxes, in the dynamic of life. When you see the red and other policies like the climate smart agriculture, or when we are talking about carbon trade, in simply words, carbon trade is a kind of putting price on photosynthesis. So, and they create, through this economy of the ecosystems and biodiversity, they create a kind of a mentality, a kind of idea that the dynamic of life are services that the nature is giving to us, and then we have to pay for these services. So I think this is a way to capture nature and those cycles as assets, and to be under the domination of the economy, and it goes, of course, in terms of the corporations. So I believe that life is an integral part of ourselves, life as a whole. We are natures, and it's important to put a price, which is a common good of us human beings, but as of nature itself. Yes, I would say not the harmonization of the movements, but I would say that the necessity that the different struggles, we put them together. Because if we come also from the perspective of nature, we live in a very biodiverse world, but also social-cultural diverse world. And then the issues nowadays are so many, they're all interconnected. There are the traditional ones in terms of labor, in terms of the material part of life, but we have gender issue, we have the women struggles against patriarchalism, the ethnical struggles, and also against colonialism. I think there's a big challenge for the left, how to deal with, and also to give a response. I think we are living in a period of a crisis in politics, and this crisis has to do also with crisis in the left. We have to rethink, to approach those different dimensions of our life and try to find together responses. Of course, they're not going to be only one response. Okay, I just wanted to add one aspect that I think it's extremely important, that when we live a time as ours, when we are facing huge challenges and where we have huge impacts, and if you see the perspective of the power of the corporation that are over the power of so many nations, and there's so many dreams that took us for many years in terms of constructing a different society in Latin America, but I think even in many places in Africa, I would say that we need to take in consideration that there are strong things that move us. And one dimension, I'm not talking from the religious perspective, I'm talking for more an anthropological perspective, such as intelligence and will, spirit is another dimension that moves us. We are not only externality in terms of body, we're not only inside of ourselves in terms of also of psych relations, but we have something that is very strong inside of us. We need to feed this. We need to be able to work with this, especially in the times that it's hard to see the horizon, and to keep the flame alive.